With us now is Elie Klein, the Director of Development for AD. Thank you so much for being with us. Tell me more about your efforts during this big conflict that we had to make sure everyone was safe.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's obviously very difficult when you're dealing with a population, the most vulnerable members of Israeli society, those who cannot take care of themselves, those who cannot speak, large majority of our residents at Didi and Major General Eran and our sister facility in Jerusalem, Adi Jerusalem, they are nonverbal. And as such, they cannot express their fear, what they're coping with. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure to explain to them what is going on and to help them cope with the fear that they're grappling with. Beyond that, we need to make sure that, of course, they're in the right places at the right time. Because it's so difficult to mobilize our residents, all of whom have multiple disabilities, not just physical disabilities, but cognitive disabilities as well. We need to make sure that we operate 24/7 during difficult times like these from our protected spaces. So all of our residents were put into the protective spaces. Large majority of their bedrooms are already protected spaces, but for their daily activities, meal times, therapy, anything you could imagine, they were 24/7 in these protected spaces. It could start to feel a little bit claustrophobic, but thanks to the incredible staff and volunteers, never a moment did they feel claustrophobic, never did they feel scared. They felt like it was just a normal day. And that is really a testament to the kind of angels we have taking care of our angels.
For you, it must have been scary, and for the staff, I'm sure. I mean, the Negev region came under rocket attack over 1,000 times in a week's time. I mean, it must have been, just to deal with that while also working to continue the therapeutic and the rehabilitative work. It must have been quite an ordeal.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult. Adi Negev-Nahalat Eran is located just 25 kilometers from the Gaza border, from the Gaza Strip. And as such, it's right in the line of fire. So we need to make sure that, again, we took all of these precautions. They heard booms constantly. This past Monday, there were booms that were in the interception of our beloved defense system, the Iron Dome, right above Adi Negev.
Wow.
Again, it is very, very scary. But thankfully, we are able to continue with the help from our donors around the world and our angels on the ground. We're able to continue to make sure that all of our residents with severe disabilities, over 150 of them from all ages and background, are able to continue with their therapeutic work and reaching their greatest level of ability without any interruption whatsoever.
Incredible work that you do and that you were able to continue to do despite everything going on. Elie, thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate your time. Stay safe.
Thank you so much for having me.